Alright, guys. Uh, for some of our audience trying to log in into this room, let us give maybe another 1 minute before I'll pass the floor to Miss Ainani. Right, sorry, I have a little reflux. I haven't taken my breakfast just for you. Alright. But you shall wait. All right, 1 minute. We are having. All right, we have more tennis. So today this session will be 1.5 hour. Don't leave the room for next 1.5 hour till 11 o'clock. All right. We shall start the session first with Miss Ainani from Residential Village, then a sharing session by Miss Ifa from Center for Student Development, all right, and the final one sharing by our Mr. Alumni, Mr. Hazim from Alumni Relations. I'll be joining also Mr. Hazim, a tag team mode, all right, for the sharing. Okay, now I shall invite Miss Ainani for the presentation. Residential Village. Please welcome Miss Nur Ainani.
Thank you, Mr. Mio. Assalamualaikum and good morning. Hi, everyone. How are you doing today? I hope you guys are doing good this Sunday. So my name is Siti Nurul Ainani binti Hassan, Executive from Residential Village Department, University Technology Petronas. This morning, I'll be sharing briefly about Residential Village. Basically, what we provide, what we offer, what we do, what our potential UTP student can expect from us when you enter to UTP campus. But first, please enjoy a brief montage that our team has prepared for you. Mr. Mio, can you show them our video?
Sure. All right, I'll start.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Mio. Hope you guys get a gist of what will happen and what to expect on your day of arrival and registration to Residential Village. Okay, now let's move on to my quick presentation about Residential Village. Okay, in University Technology Petronas, accommodation related matters, it is known as Residential Village Management. Okay. Overall, our aim is to provide a conducive environment for a student that chooses to stay with us here in UTP by attending their basic amenities and their needs within our capabilities. We want all students to feel at home when they are progressing towards their final goal, achieving with flying color results during graduation. So this is what we want everyone to feel here in Residential Village, home away from home. Okay, now I'm showing you the people who work in a residential village. Basically, we have 17 of overall staff here. And we have 3 different units. The first one is student accommodation, which is me, myself, and Mr. Jeff. And second one is operation office under Miss Afika. And the third one is campus dining and catering, Mr. Shahnizam. So for the 3 main units in our department, there are 12 support staff, okay, that help us to manage the hostels around the residential area. So when you enter to UTP at our hostel, these are the familiar faces that you'll be seeing. Okay. All right. Now let's move on to UTP campus and its 5-kilometer vicinity. Okay. As shown on the screen at the top here is the UTP campus. Okay. Okay. Here is the main gate where you enter on your day of arrival. Here. Okay. When you enter the campus, you'll pass through the lake, UTP Oval Park, okay, Sport Complex, our Anur Masjid here, okay. So in UTP campus, overall we have 6 villages. We have village 1, village 2, village 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So near to the UTP campus is Seri Iskandar Township. You can see at the bottom of the map here. This is Seri Iskandar Township. So in Seri Iskandar, we have several fast food outlets such as KFC, McDonald's, Domino's, Pizza Hut, and Subway. We also have supermarkets such as Tesco, now known as Lotus, Econsave, and also Billion Supermarket. So at Billion Supermarket, this is where usually our students hang out. It is about 5 minutes or 10 minutes away from UTP campus. Okay, at Billion Supermarket, usually the student hang out to watch a movie at the cinema or play bowling sometimes. Okay. In Seri Iskandar town also there is Hentian Bus Seri Iskandar. Okay, bus station there. Alright. Okay. Now let's move on to foundation structured program. So as SPM leavers, when you enter to university, you are under a category of foundation student. So from school life here, as you can see on the left side of your screen, from school life going to university, you will be facing transition phase. So you are here during your foundation years. Okay, so in transition phase, there are 4 main departments that we look into all the foundation students. Okay, the first one is Center for Foundation Studies. This is the academic department where there are your lecturers and also your tutors. The second one is Center for Student Development, the department who look into your personal growth. They offer you lots of events and programs for you as a preparation before you move to your career life later. And the third one is Residential Village Department. This is our office. Okay, in foundation structured program, we allocated all foundation students in village 1 and village 2 in this structured program. So the fourth department is psychology and counseling services who look into your emotional well-being. Okay. On the right side of the screen, okay, here you can see at the transitional phase, during the structured program, we offer you 4 main clusters of program. The first one is volunteerism, young alumni, self-awareness, and well-being program. Okay. But focusing on residential village, okay, students who enter UTP, we will allocate and place you at village 1 and village 2. So in the next slide, I will show you the room profile of village 1 and village 2. Okay, now this is the room profile for village 1. It is a dormitory style. So this is why we place the foundation student here, because the living environment will support the structure and and support your transitional phase during your university life. Okay, you'll be living among your foundation friends, your classmates. Okay, so in village 1 we have two types of room. The first one is a single room, a room assigned to a single person. It has one single bed. We also have twin sharing room, a room assigned to two person. It has two single bed. So the toilet is allocated at the end of the block, at the right side and the left side. Okay, along the corridor is the rooms of the students. So what we have inside the room, so we have single beds, single mattress, we have study table, your personal study table, your study lamp, socket, personal lamp port, wardrobe and window. Okay, for village 1 and village 2, these are the nearest hostel to your foundation lecture hall. It's about 10 minutes walking distance, around 400 meters. Okay, next I'll be showing you how village 1 looks like. Okay, this is how the single room looks like. Okay, only one person inside the room. Okay, this is your bed, this is your study area, and this is your wardrobe and window. Okay, all right. The next one is a twin sharing room here. A room assigned to two person, you and your roommate. Usually for foundation student, we will place you in a room of two. Why we did that? Because it is for your support, okay, your social support. Because during foundation, usually when the students are not feeling well, at least she or he has roommate or friends to inform the lecturers, to inform the management, okay, for assistance. Alright, so this is a twin sharing room. As you can see in the photo, we allow students to decorate your own room. Okay, they have indoor plants, they brought cushions, you can bring your own carpet. Okay, we want the student to live comfortable and feel conducive living in our area. Okay, next I'll be showing you village 2. So basically village 1 and village 2, they have the same structure. Okay, it is a dormitory style. It has single room and twin sharing room. The basic amenities is also the same. Okay, the distance is also near to your foundation academic block. It is around 10 minutes walking distance. So for village 2, we plan for renovation and refurbishment of the interior design, which to emulate village 1. And we plan to commence during this year in 2021. So the photo that I'll be showing you later is the existing photo before the renovation. So after renovation, the photo will look like, the interior design will look like village 1. Alright, so this is the village 2 single room, okay, before renovation. And this is a twin sharing room before renovation. Okay, so hopefully by this year we can proceed with the refurbishment project to emulate like village 1 interior design. All right, now let's move on to facilities and services around residential area. So basically we have free internet connection, we have in campus wide Wi-Fi connection. The data is around 22.5 gig. So we have individual LAN connection. So individual LAN connection is available at your room, at your personal study table. Okay, so usually the Wi-Fi, the student will connect to your phone or tablets, and the individual LAN connection will connect directly to your laptop. Okay, next we have Kowe water dispenser at each residential block. So Kowe water dispenser, we have cold and hot water. So in case you guys are occupied with your academic matters, so you guys can just refill your bottle at the Kowe water dispenser before you go to your lecture hall. Okay, the third one, we have self-service and counter laundry services. So self-service laundry, it costs around 4 ringgit for washer and 4 ringgit for dryer. So in case you guys are busy, You guys can just send your laundry to the counter and they will wash, dry and fold for you. Okay. The cost will be around 5 ringgit to 10 ringgit according to the weight of your laundry. So the staff there will inform you how much is the price for counter laundry services. Okay, the fourth one, we have Post Malaysia for inbound items from Post Laju only. So in case you bought something or your parents send you parcels, you can retrieve from the Post Malaysia counter, but from Post Laju only, Post Laju courier only. All right. Next, we have printing services for you in case you do not bring your printer. We also have common room for discussion and study groups. So what I noticed is during your foundation years, you will have lots of discussion among your friends. So we provide common room for the students at the residential area. We also have meeting rooms. Even though you are in foundation, you are in a transitional phase, but the students are really occupied with events and programs. So they will have lots of meeting. So you can have a meeting in our meeting room at the village. Okay. We also have ruang belajar air conditioning area at village 5. We have sport facilities around the village. We have football, volleyball, futsal, sepak takraw and basketball court. Okay, in case you want to buy your basic necessities, you can get it at the Minimart. So the operation hours is from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. Okay, next we provide janitor services for common spaces only. So for common spaces, it covers the lobby area and the toilet. So this does not include your room. Okay. So these are the operation time of janitor services. Okay, next we have parking spaces around the residential area. Parking spaces include your car, your motorcycle or bicycle. We also have female gymnasium at village 4 for female students only. We have surau. We have cafeteria at every village. It opens from 8 a.m. and closes at 10 p.m. So for now in campus, we offer Malay, Chinese and Middle East cuisine. All right. Okay. Now we also have 24-hour in-house clinics. So if the students are not feeling well in the middle of the night, so you guys can get the treatment at our in-house clinic. Okay. And in case if you are worried about your safety, so the security department, they have 24-hour security patrolling around the villages. And we also have ATM machine for Maybank and CIMB. And lastly, we have UTP shuttle bus within Seri Iskandar Township. So in case you guys plan to go to the Dilian, to the Seri Iskandar town, so you guys can use the UTP shuttle bus to Seri Iskandar town. All right. Okay, now I'm going to share a little bit about our rules and regulation. Just an overview for all of you. Okay, now is the allowed items, the items that you can bring to campus. So you can bring microwave, but the purpose of microwave is to heat up your food only. Okay, so you can bring your table fan, your radio, desktop PC, hairdryer, electric kettle, printer, phone charger, table lamp, water dispenser, toaster, iron and ironing board. Okay. Next is prohibited items, the items that you cannot bring to campus. Basically, you cannot bring any cooking appliances such as fridge, rice cooker, gas stove, kitchen utensils, electric stove, portable heating coil, TV and aircon also you cannot bring to campus. All right. Now I'm going to share the how the community at the village looks like, what they do. Okay, for village 1 and village 2, the foundation student, they have the village representative. Basically, these are your seniors during their foundation times. So what is village representative? They are the spokesperson between the students and the management. basically for hostel area, for hostel matters. Okay, so if you guys are very active during your school time, so you guys can join us as part of village representatives. Okay, so they also conduct event. So one of it is the V1 and V2 Gotong Royong Day at the hostel area. Okay, besides village representative, we also have residential college support unit. These are the student support unit under residential village. Okay, the photo show in the screen is the leisure activities that conducted by them. One of it is Ohana Day. So at the top right of the screen here is the meeting. Okay, even though the students are not physically in campus, but they are still communicating with each other during this COVID time. Okay, so one of it they conducted farewell dinner. Okay, for the student support unit. Alright, so as mentioned earlier in the structured program, so we have several 4 clusters. So one of it is physical well-being program. So this event was conducted by village representatives way before MCO last year. It is a inter-village futsal competition. So in UTP, in case you guys are not a sport person, so you guys can be part of the committee to be the project director, the assistant, the ESCO, okay? But if you are a sport person, you guys can participate as the contestant. We also have cultural event for you guys. So one of it is during Chinese New Year, we have Spring Festival. So what we have is the Ang Pao, the lion dance, calligraphy. Okay. So sorry. Okay. So this is how the bazaar of Spring Festival looks like last year before MCO. This was conducted at Village 2. Okay, next, we also have arts event for students who are very creative. So these drawings are submitted by your seniors, okay, during our online event. Even though you guys are not physically in campus, but online events are still conducted. Okay, these are the drawings submitted by them for Festival of Music and Arts, FESMA. Okay, basically what the students did during MCO in 2020. So one of it, they did appreciation to UTP frontliners. So who are the UTP frontliners? Basically, they are the security who take care of the safety during MCO, the janitors, cleaners, okay, who support them during the pandemic time. Okay, we also have essential distribution to in-campus resident. So those who are not, who did not manage to get back to their hometown last year, so we did some distribution. We provide basic necessities such as your food, vitamins, your detergent, okay, your personal needs during the distribution. We also have April birthday celebration. So during the MCO last year, the students are not allowed to go out, not allowed to have celebration with their friend. So we bring the celebration into the campus. Okay, we give some cakes, okay, some food to the student, to the April birthday babies. Alright, so I think that's about it for Residential Village. So in case you guys want to know more about us, you guys can follow us on Instagram, rv@utp_, or also like us on Facebook at UTP Residential Village. So you guys can get to know more about us at our social media platform. So before I end the presentation, so if you guys have any inquiries, you guys can lodge to Unify Customer Service Portal under Residential Village Department, and also drop us an email at utp.rv@utp.edu.my. All right. So thank you guys. I hope you guys get a gist about how the hostel related matters in University Technology Petronas.
Nani, thank you very much for your sharing. Now we have a question by one of our audience, Mr. Muhammad Sharafuddin. Hi, Miss Ainina. Do we need to pay anything if we bring our own stuff such as printer, table fan, or whatsoever? Because some universities ask us to the student to at least pay 10 ringgit for each item.
For now in UTP, we do not charge any and you do not need to pay anything for your items. Okay, you can just bring your items as long as it is not the prohibited items as I mentioned earlier.
Any question? Any other question? Right, there's a question in discussion. Oh, okay, no question. All right, I think that's it for the session with Residential Village. I guess it's a very fruitful and informative session. So should you have any inquiries, student and fellow audience, you can just contact as per stated and as per shared by Miss Ainani. Right, we can we can communicate there for any further question. Thank you, Miss Ainani, for the lovely session. We hope to see you again and to see you at UTP. Now, I shall pass. Okay. I think discussion forum, we have something. Yeah, we have something. By Rafiuddin. Where is the bathroom toilet from the dorms? From Rafiuddin. We have another question here.
So the toilet is at the end of your corridor area. So basically it's on your right wing and the left wing of the block.
All right. Thank you. Anything else?
Okay,
I
thank
think
you
that's all.
guys.
All right. Thank you
All
very
right.
much, Ainani.
You're welcome. See
All
you.
right. See you. Bye. All right. So now we are going to our second session, sharing by Center for Student Development by Miss Ifa. Okay. This Center of Student Development, basically they will share to you about internship, about how you can study abroad, how you can go to our student exchange program, about the clubs and whatsoever that exists in UTP. So feel free, do lend your ears. I heard that by the end of the session, there will be a quiz which you have and you stand a chance to win 30 ringgit e-voucher for GrabFood. All right. If you frequently order from GrabFood, please pay attention. Okay. Without further ado, I invite Miss Ifa from Center for Student Development for the session. Please welcome.
Hi, thank you, Mio. And Assalamualaikum and good morning. And welcome to this second session with Center for Student Development. We call it CSD. Wait, let me share my slide first. Okay. Can you see my slide presentation? Mio, can you check?
Yes.
All right. So, my name is Ifa and I am one of the executive from CSD. So, for this session, first, I will give you a brief introduction about each office under CSD. Then, we're going to show you some videos so you can see how we develop our student and you can see what kind of opportunities you will have when you step in UTP later. Okay, so as being said by Mr. Mio just now, by the end of this session, we're going to have a quiz session. And so stay focused. And if you have any question, feel free to ask through the discussion room. So let's begin. And So we have 5 office under CSD that will support your students' development. First, we have Career Development Office, Technopreneurship Office, and then we have Student Mobility Office, Campus Life Office, and the last one is Talent Enrichment Office. So to begin, I will explain first about Career Development Office. So under Career Development Office, our main goal is to equip you with a career-ready skills and capabilities to enhance your marketability. So you will be the highly demanded candidates by the employer once you finish your study. Therefore, we have crafted many programs to polish your skills and capabilities. As you can see on the right side, we organize industry visits, campus mock interview, career fair, CV clinics, and HR dialogue with our partners, industry partners, to know their latest HR demand, and many more actually. So as a result, that's why you can see down there, for your information, 95% of UTP graduates were employed by various multinational companies and also government-linked companies, and they managed to earn salary above the national average, which is above 3,000 ringgit. So moving to the next slide. So then in UTP also, we have our own unique and very structured internship program. We provide the longest internship structure, which is 7 months. And this is why UTP students always become the highly demanded um, candidates among our industry partners. As you can see on your screen right now, some of our internship partners are on top. Of course, we have Petronas with us. Then we have Intel, ExxonMobil, Dialog, Mercedes-AMG, Hitachi, and many more. So in UTP, you are not only get an opportunity to do your internship with big companies in Malaysia, but you will also get opportunity to do your internship abroad. As you can see on your screen, students can go to companies or research institutes in overseas. So here your senior went to France, USA, UK, Japan. So just to share you one of the success story of our intern, and this is our alumni, Shari Shafiq. He did his internship. He took mechanical engineering. He did his internship in Mitsubishi Fuso, one of our industry partner in Japan. And because of this international internship opportunities he get from UTP, he managed to secure a job after he graduates with a Japanese company. So now he's working as design engineer at Apps Electric Sendai, Japan. So I hope Sharu's story will inspire you to be the next UTP successful graduates too. So moving to the next office, we have Technopreneurship Office. So this office offer a very interesting opportunity for you. Under this office, we will shift your mindset from job seeker to be a job creator, which means now we want you to become the employer. How? By becoming an entrepreneur and lead your business and hire your own people. Of course, we're gonna assist you, and under entrepreneurship office, we will provide support based on 6 core functions. First, we will provide the avenue for awareness. We will let you join a workshop to 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 let you ideate a jamming session with your batchmate or with other universities. And secondly, we will provide product development skill set through curriculum and extracurricular activities for you to ideate and create and innovate your product or services. Then we will also provide a development skill set. We give you classes on branding strategy, marketing strategy, and sales strategy classes. And besides that, we also provide funding for you to start your micro business in campus, and we support you with facilities we support you with infrastructure and facilities to support your product and business development. We have Garage 21 equipped with 3D printers, prototyping workshop, computer labs, and booth and business outlet for you to utilize for your business. And lastly, we will give you an avenue for networking with various stakeholders so you can have a proper coaching and mentoring to have to bring your idea or your business to the next level. And okay, next is my office, student mobility office. So through SMO, what we want actually, we want to equip you with international experience and exposure. So in order to produce a well-rounded global graduate. So even though you study in Malaysia with UTP, you shall become a critical thinker, able to adapt with global changes in technology, and you must be able to apply what you learn here to address the global issue or contribute back to the global communities. So that's why in UTP, we open many channels for you to get involved in international programs or activities. And among the three main programs, here we have student exchange program, where you get an opportunity to study abroad for 1 to 2 semesters at your preferred university that have matching syllabus with the courses you take in UTP. For example, here you can see your seniors went to USA, UAE, Turkey, and there's lots more. Okay, they went to Indonesia, Norway. So moving to the next program, if you interested for a short duration program, we have summer program or special education trip. This program normally only took 2 weeks, and you normally students choose to go during your semester break. And for this program, you can enroll in a language courses, culture courses, or technical courses. So normally, as you can see here, your senior choose to go to Korea to learn Korean language. And apart from that, we also have a research attachment program where you will get an opportunity to experience doing research with global prominent researchers and work at a research center with advanced technologies and facilities. So the duration of this program is basically depends on the project you conducted. It can be minimum 2 months or up to 12 months. So that's the three main mobility programs we have. Then since we believe on the importance of this international experience for our students, we also aware about the financial support needed by the students to participate in this program. So don't worry, for those who are eligible, you can apply for partial financial assistance provided by our Yayasan UTP or Tabung Amanah Zakat UTP. And you can also start saving maybe by venture into business with guidance from our technopreneurship office. Okay, so next is campus life office. So under campus life office, we have three main units. First is first year experience, second clubs and societies, and the third one is community outreach. So under first year experience, we will assist you by providing support for your transitioning process to adapt with university life and get familiar with the new environment you have in UTP. So while under club and societies, we will provide support to nurture your skills beyond classroom to develop your leadership capabilities. And then under community outreach, we will embed you with good values. So we will support and guide you on how to contribute back to the community through impactful engagement project and volunteerism programs. So you will create a social impact through your journey here in UTP. So this is some of sample of the programs we have under Campus Life Office. So under first year experience, we have crafted for you a very structured orientation program started with the orientation week, or we call here in UTP all week, where you will be taught on how to get access to all services and facilities in UTP, and we will connect you with all student support and academic departments through the engagement session, and we also will bring you for local tour just to strengthen your bonding with your new friends. Then as early as in your first year, you can start seeking for club and societies that match with your interests. There are more than 70 clubs and societies in UTP, and they are very active. Average, we have more than 300 programs organized by all these clubs per year. So take this chance to broaden your network and use this platform to organize an impactful event or to participate in national or international competition. Okay. Then for the community outreach, maybe before this, some of you used to participate in volunteerism program such as by Kitchen Soup, Pertiwi. But in UTP, you will get an opportunity to lead, plan, and execute your own CSR project. You can develop a program not only for local community in Malaysia, but you can also go abroad, show your support to global communities too. And we believe all of you um, at least must have one experience doing community outreach program and volunteering activities while you in UTP. Okay, so moving to the next office, the last one is Talent Enrichment Office. This office responsible to develop and enhance your capabilities and potential in sports, arts, culture through extracurricular courses and intensive training. So the first unit under Talent Enrichment Office is Sport and Recreation. In UTP, we believe healthy body and mind will contribute to student success. So therefore, we provide various types of sport facilities for you to enhance your sport skill and well-being. For example, we have swimming pool, gymnasium, various sports courts, kayak, and many more. So, and besides that, we also provide platform for you to develop your skills by providing structured training which enable you to present UTP not only locally but also internationally. And as you can see here, our UTP sports team have achieved numerous recognition as well as achievement. For example, our netball and rugby team was awarded as best sports team among private university in Malaysia. We also won overall champion for International Student Sports Carnival and many more. So besides the intensive training provided by the professional, we believe in student empowerment too. So when you enter UTP, we will train you to conduct and running an events or competition at various level. So currently we have a sports event, our signature program, which is fully run by our students. For example, we have UTP Super Sport, UTP Netball Tournament, UTP Youth Chess Tournament, and many more. And next, another one under Talent Enrichment Office is Heritage Arts and Culture Unit. Currently, under Arts and Culture, we have 15 active groups. You will be trained by the certified instructor until you excel in your respective area, either in dance or singing or instrumental skills. So same goes to the sports. We also have many we have received many awards for arts and culture too. We have won first prize for international folk dance at Shonan World Dance Festival in Korea and few more local competitions. And for your information, UTP also have quite an outstanding gamelan group. UTP is the first and the only higher learning institute that have produced gamelan Melayu album. So you can find it in various digital platforms. If you would like to listen, you can search Sanggar Kirana, the album name Gatra Pertama or Gatra Kedua. And besides those amazing achievements for arts and culture, we also have our annual signature event for national and international level, such as FESCO, Gamelan Assemble, Red Sunata, and Euphonious. So that's all from me. I hope by now you can feel part of the assignment you will get to experience with CSD when you join UTP later. And please visit our CSD Instagram and Facebook. Hope to see you soon in campus. Now, we proceed with our video sharing. If you have any question, you can ask through the discussion room. And since we don't have enough time, quiz session will be conducted through the discussion room too. So back to you, Encik Mio. Thank you.
All right, we are back for some Q&A about Center for Student Development. Okay, can I invite Miss Ifa back to the stage to answer? I've got a question, Miss Ifa, from the uh,
Sharafudin.
from Sharafuddin. Can you explain a little bit what is the requirement to go for a student exchange?
So, hi Sharafudin. For you to go for student exchange program, first you must have obtained your uh what must first CGPA, but you must be a second year student. First of all, you must be a second year student, so you have a academic record, so we can review your CGPA, and then we will check what kind of courses you want to take in the host university, so whether it match with UTP syllabus or not, and then we will review your financial capability and also your core curriculum achievement. Okay? Alright. That's all.
All right, thank you very much, Miss Ifa. Any other question from our fellow audience before we start our session with the alumni? Today we have a special guest, all right, from alumni. Okay, but as of now, do we have any question which regards to Center for Development? I think that's all. Maybe you can also answer the question which regards to the video which have been stated in the discussion forum section, and you can stand a chance to win an 30 ringgit Grab food e-voucher. Don't miss that, all right, our fellow attendees and audience. All right, you can answer that question while we are having another session after this with our alumni. Thank you, Miss Ifa, for the lovely and also fruitful session. Okay, we do hope to see you again, Miss Ifa. Thank you very much.
Alright. Thank you.
Okay, now we has come to our final session for student briefing. It's going to be a sharing session by our alumni. Yesterday, for those who have those of you who joined our session, yesterday we only have Mr. Hazim and also being disturbed by me, protected by me. But today we have a very special guest, our one of our alumni. If you looked carefully you've watched carefully our video just now, she was one of the person in the picture. Pretty lady, right? Don't miss it. Okay. Oh, shit, you can hear her voice, right? Okay, so without further ado, I shall first invite Mr. Hazim to the floor before we also invite our guests for the session. Please welcome Mr. Hazim to the floor. Mr. Hazim, we can't hear you. Mr. Hazim, we can't hear you. Can we have you, your lovely voice? Oh, we can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Sorry. Okay. So my name is Hazim Ishad Zaini from Alumni Relations Office. So before we feature our guest today, Mr. Mio, can we play the special video first?
Sure.
It's a place that gives me opportunity for higher education.
I feel that this university is a very vibrant place.
It's just amazing. World-class education system.
What comes to my mind is above expectation.
Having graduated is also yet another memory.
Most memorable experience for me was celebrating my lecturer's birthday because the community that time was very small. We were very close.
The good memories that you can have in the universities. There are many good friends that I still keep in touch with and I still have to. I think university days are more than just knowledge and skills and career, thinking about future. But college days is really something that shaping your life.
My most memorable experience, we have this like a family of our, I think it was 7, 8 of us, very close. So all of us are still in touch until today. I'm going to have our mini reunion soon. So yeah.
What I enjoyed most is actually kayaking. We spend a lot of time outdoor and spend a lot of time on kayaks on the lakes around here.
I think my most memorable experience was when I was given a task to motivate and teach thousands of new students the UTP song during the orientation week.
UTP is very special to me because I come from a very humble background. Thinking of stepping into a university has always been quite a far-fetched dream.
Place that that teach me the analytical skills, the skills that is needed so much in my life.
My years at UTP were some of the best in my life. I walked into the real world as a UTP graduate feeling extremely confident.
What I like most about UTP, it's a melting pot of cultures. Particularly the environment here is very nurturing, very good for education actually.
If there's no classes, we'll go to Ipoh. Like that is an experience and a memory for us as well.
We download Korean drama from another I don't know where. Then so we just watched Korean drama because nothing to do in Toronto.
I created and organized UTP's major events that have now become the university's annual functions.
In 2019, I won the Prestige 40 Under 40 Award. I must say that that award was given because of contribution towards different areas. So how did I get into this part instead of just focusing on engineering is because of my experience in UTP, where I was exposed to social developments through CSR programs.
Just like how I did with my IT, whatever I do up until today, I designed everything. If you look at kindergarten, I designed it. If you look at the school, I designed it. So I'm proud to say I'm the product of UTP. At least I bring that with me.
My advice to UTP students, first, explore all possibilities. Then identify your passion, what you really want, work on it.
Do well, up your performance. Most importantly, be passionate about life. Find the purpose and meaning in your life as you will venture out in your working life later.
To all UTP students and graduates, I just want to let you know how proud I am to be a part of the family. May we always keep up the tradition of being resilient, creative, and excellent.
Thank you UTP for unlocking the potential in me and shaping who I am today.
I will always have UTP in me wherever I go.
There's a few of our many alumni. So we have around 20,000 alumni currently. So during the session, if you guys have any question, hit the discussion forum or even the live Q&A. We will here to assist you. Okay, without further delay, please welcome Miss Hanisha Asnol.
Hi, can you hear my voice, right?
Yes, we can.
So my name is Hanisha Asnol. I'm one of the alumni at UTP. I joined UTP at 2015. Eventually, I graduated last year, 2000. So I took Bachelor of Information Systems. It's such a great opportunity for me to join UTP. Okay, wow, UTP, so good, so nice, right? So yeah, it's one of the good things in my life where I joined UTP. So I would say UTP is Holy Land, Grail for future engineers, future technologists, geologists. We want to be an engineer.
I'm sorry, Miss Hani, you are we can't hear you. There's a few parts that we can hear you, and some parts we are unable to hear.
Okay, so I need to talk louder more, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. So So, yeah, UTP, like I said before, is sort of a holy land for future engineers, future technologies, and technologists. So, yeah, as a IS student, information student, and also as an alumni in UTP, I will say in terms of study, in terms of learning, the lecturers, professors are all experienced, no worries, and equipment enough with their own unique industrial knowledge style. So I personally enjoy the lecture, especially because of their experience and their stories of what happening in the industry. And yeah, right now I'm one of the executive in well-known oil and gas company in Malaysia tau. So all their experience, I remember my lecture experience, I remember their story on how they goes into the industry is can be part macam I can learn from their experience to be implement in my working life right now. So yeah, and it's quite normal to have a 2 hours lecture every day or maybe every evening. So that's part of for the learning experience now. And
Miss
I
Hani,
also yeah.
how
Hello?
about the and Hani, how about your journey in finding job right after you graduate? Is it a long journey, or how many months after you graduated that you were hired?
Oh yeah, it's I not hired before I get my first paper for my final year paper,
Oh.
final examination basically. So yeah, it's such a I know it's such a like, oh my god, I got hired before I go for my final paper in my final year. So macam, wow, so good. So because of he already groomed us to become one of the employee to many industry. So thank you to UTP. So yeah, it's one of a good thing to join UTP though. And then I also goes to overseas for a dancing competition. I then before this Miss Ifa already show you about the arts and culture, and I'm one of the dancer basically in Korea. So in fact, UTP Performing Arts Group is such an established group that if you want to go for to be a dancer, to be a performer, there's a lot of group in UTP that you can join, like UPAC, KOSO, like Sanggar Kirana. Sanggar Kirana is the one that playing gamelan. So it's one part of things that you can groom you to become a well-rounded student. And yeah, and I also before when I joined Tech performance art group, I also perform at Dewan Philharmonic Petronas. That not all students or people in this Malaysia can get perform in that Dewan Philharmonic Petronas located in KLCC town. So I perform with Dayang Faiza also at the time. You can show before this you can see in Miss Ifa punya presentation slide. Yeah, it's one of the good memorable in my journey in so yeah, and many events. And when I joined UTP, I get to learn many things and how to conduct an event, especially. And I bring Mr. Amir Maidin to UTP on 2016. It's such a good, memorable first event in my foundation. Yeah. Waktu tu I'm as a foundation student tau, but I can bring Mr. Amir Maidin to UTP and become the project manager for that event.
Great.
Yeah, so
That
it's
was
such
great. And Miss Ani, because you mentioned you went to South Korea for UPAC, right?
Yes.
Dance competition.
Yeah.
How was it compared to other universities? Like, because normally for IPTS, especially for private universities, they are not really giving into much in student development outside of academic. So as a UTP students, right? What are the experience in Korea and during dancing? How was it the experience?
The experience, okay, the first day I go to Korea, right, I can saw many of the countries, their representative now, all the dancers for many countries, many countries, all over the world. So, we as a Malaysian, why, wow, we can go, like, wow, we can watch a lot of different countries punya dancers, different countries punya dancing, different countries punya art. So, it's such a memorable, and also it's such a good knowledge thing that we can get this opportunity to see a lot of countries arts. Yeah, so it's like and a good thing. Even though we are Malaysian, Malaysia we represent Malaysia, go for the country for the dance, and we want the dance competition in Korea, and yeah, it's such a good experience, memorable experience for me to join university. So if you join UTP, don't forget to join UTP Performing Arts Group, IPAC, to see a lot of arts, to see a lot of adventures around the world aside from UTP itself.
Great, that was great. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, I also myself is a UTP alumni. So Miss Hani graduated in 2020. I graduated back in 2014. We were both in UPAC. So during my time also, I managed to join the competition in South Korea back in 2011, 2012, and also 2013. It was a very enjoyable moment in a way that you learn a lot about other people's culture. You will become more appreciative of what we have here in Malaysia. And okay, I'm sure a lot of you guys like will ask, how about the life in UTP? Where to eat? If you want to go for a movie night, where did you go to? Well, UTP is located in Toronto, so it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. But nowadays we already have everything here. In terms of food, you don't have to worry. McDonald's is right in front. Almost all of the fast food chain are around here. So, and if you want to go for movie night, the nearest cinema is only like 5 minutes drive. Basically you don't need to go anywhere. You can find everywhere here in Seri Iskandar. So, Miss Hani, how about you? How do you spend your time back when in UTP?
How I spend my time back in UTP. The good thing about UTP kan, every village equipped with their own restaurant tau, macam kedai-kedai makan. That's a good thing. Every village 1 until village 6, all have. So that's a good thing. But my experience, there's like Mr. Hazim said, there's a McDonald's restaurant there, and also Domino's, Pizza Hut, and so on. My experience back in good, very good, because it's and with my, like now, I also have my colleagues, also my friends from around the world, from Germany, from Japan, from England, from Paris. We learn together. They are a student exchange from that country, come to UTP and learn for 1 semester. 1 semester is around 3 months or 4 months. That. And then we eventually go for a French relationship, and that's a good thing about UTP. We can see a lot of people, not only Malaysian but also other countries. So I have a lot of friends from other countries. Until now, I still contacted them, and they always say how Malaysian, how the food still same or not. Yeah, still same lah. And they miss the nasi lemak, they miss the kway teow goreng, oh wow, later I will come to them, I will bring the nasi lemak to them kan. So yeah, and still together with my friend also, until now I have, all my friends are already graduated last year kan, but they are good, they already get their own job, and alhamdulillah, one of my friends is goes for the engineering part, go for technologies. They are so good in their own part. So I still call them, I still message them, I still work with them. One of my colleagues also UTPian. So it's such a good memorable that we can see a lot of UTPian after graduate. And I still contacting all my friends. And one of my is to get a lot of friends around the world. So it's such a good town. So don't forget to join UTP and to represent yourself as Malaysian and also UTPian, and get a lot of people out there, to see a lot of students out there, to see a lot of colleagues. Yeah, contact them, yeah. That's my experience. A lot of, actually a lot, but a lot tu macam terlalu banyak sekarang ni ya. Boleh ke Hazim?
We still have another 12 minutes, so maybe sempat kot sikit. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's say if you have any questions for us, any questions really, just hit the discussion forum or the live Q&A, and we will answer your questions. Okay, Hani, now you're working. How was the expectation from your company as to you as a UTP graduate?
I joined my company 1 month. I get hired before I write or wrote my first final paper, and then I joined my company right now 1 month after I finish all my final paper. Their expectation to the UTP student, basically, why they want UTP student part of their organization, because UTP is so well-rounded. They can do anything. They say, oh, okay, yeah. So I, as UTPian, must be, as alumni also, must be give a good example from UTP, as a UTPian before. So they always said that UTP graduates, UTP students are so well-rounded, can do anything. So outspoken, so in terms of personality, it's so good. So they're like macam yang before I said, all my colleagues are from UTPian also, and they said that, oh, okay, thank God UTP have groomed me to become me today. So yeah, when you join UTP, you learn a lot how to groom yourself to become a better person now, to become a better person that all the industry, all the societies need later after habis studies. So at UTP, you will learn like personal communication skill. You will have a workshop on how to groom yourself, to become an employee, or to become a businessman, or to become an engineer, to become a technologist, or also a geoscientist. There's a lot of classes and lectures and workshop that will groom you to become a part of society, to become a very unique person for industrial. So that's the good thing about UTP. So it was the expectation of my company. They said, wow, UTP is so well-rounded. That's why we want to hire you. Oh, okay. So in spite of the
Actually, that is kind of true also, because back during, for my experience, right after I graduated back in 2014, it was kind of a similar time right now. The economy was not very good. The oil price went down a lot, and I managed to secure a job as a mining geologist. So yeah, I'm graduated from petroleum geoscience, so I was a mining geologist before. they actually want to hire a lot of UTP students. But this is from the HR manager mentioned to me. However, the UTP students also put a high standard because they know they are well demanded, which is kind of true. The
Yes.
job experience was very good. I have an office, but I only went into the office once a month, probably. The rest of the time will be on site. It's it's very exciting. So there's a lot of things that not everyone can experience. Okay, since we are down last to our 8 minute, our last 10 minutes. So Miss Hani, one last question from me. Okay, so living in Trono, right? I'm sure a lot of you guys want to know. Living in Trono, middle of nowhere, is it near to go to other places such as Ipoh? What do you do with your friends during the weekend?
Oh, it's near to go to Ipoh actually. And when you have a car, you like 30 minutes or 20 minutes sampai tau to Ipoh. So they have also station 18 located before you go to Ipoh. That's the nearest lah for the Aeon. They have a station 18 Aeon there. If you want to eat like Nando's ke, you want to see PGV ke, that's all in there. So what I do in my weekend together with my friends, we study pack with our class in the weekdays. So weekend we go for movies, go for eat, go for to do a lot of the very remaja thing stuff. When we want to eat macam makanan macam Sushi King, they have there at Aeon Station 18. And also, don't forget, UTP also provide buses, right?
Yes, UTP provides shuttle bus every 1 hour to Sri Iskandar and also Trono.
Betul. So basically, if you don't have car atau motorcycle, you jangan risau. UTP that provide the shuttle bus. Yeah, it's a good thing to go in the weekend because you want to kosongkan your mind. Oh, don't worry. UTP is good place. It's like macam di tengah-tengah tu, tapi it's semua ada dekat tepi-tepi tu. So you go to KFC pun ada, McD pun ada, and also Domino's pun ada. So don't forget to kedai mama also. And also so before Ipoh, we go to Ipoh, we have a station 18 there. So at Aeon, we'll have your own things. Groceries, together with friends, watch movies also. So yeah, it is such a great place to live now. And suddenly I miss my UTP days.
Yeah, a lot of alumni did say that. Unfortunately for now, with the all of the we cannot cross state, right? It's a bit hard for people to come back. But we actually around weekend, a lot of alumni actually come back to Trono just to eat RBTM cheese. Later, if you are a student here, you're gonna know what RBTM cheese is. It's kind of a staple here. Okay. Miss Hani, any last word that you would like to give to our future students?
Any last word? Okay, any last word for me? If you join UTP, you get a lot of knowledge you can gain. Be passionate as much as you can, because passion can make you become a person today. To become a person next 5 years, next 6 years, without passion, you cannot study hard. Without passion, you cannot go for doing your own hobby. Without passion, you cannot achieve whatever you want to do later life. So with passion, you have to be passionate as what you do in your life. So what I want to say to my future adik-adik yang to go to UTP or to go to university, keep patient as much as you can.
Thank you, Miss Hani. Okay, Mr. Mio, do you have any question for our lovely Miss Hani?
Mr. Mio, Mio is also one.
Let me look through what do we have from our audience. Let's see. Um, hmm. From Nurwardina, I want to ask. Okay. How from Wardina, one of our audience, I want to ask about financial along with your studies. How do you manage your money during your study? Good question to both of you. All right.
Good question. Miss Honey can answer first.
How I manage my money studies because you don't know kan when you learn a lot like me when you dance so packed in your calendar you will eat a lot tau. So how I manage my money, personally, sejujurnya, my money habis at my food tau. So don't worry. Don't worry in terms of money because like in my study day, if you have a macam kesulitan in paying your fees, they have a tabung named Tazu tau. Tabung Yayasan Zakat. You can apply there for and also you have some sponsorship as from the also if you have during not how you say hard to pay the fees or not. UTP will have they have their own societies to help students in terms of the financial. So how I manage my I will finish all my money for food. Yeah.
Actually, that is kind of true for me too, because even though food here is very cheap, most of them are very
Yes.
cheap, but there's a lot of good food. So, one thing that in terms of money management is that's depend on you actually. So you need to be aware of what the money that you have now and how to spend. Luckily for us, right, because we join UTP Performing Arts Group, so we do a lot of shows, performances, and as part of the technopreneur and as part of the entrepreneurship component, we actually do get paid. So we charge people for each show. So for extra income, that's where it comes from. For me, I also get a scholarship from Petronas. So apart from the money from Petronas, but on top of that, money the allowance from all of the performances that we did, and at the same time, let's say if your concern is about money, right? UTP also have JOC, or we call it as Job on Campus. So during your free time, when you have no lecture, you can actually go for a part-time job in UTP offices. Okay, any other question?
That is it. That it is for our session today. Thank you very much, Mr. Hazim, and also Miss Hani. It's been a while that I haven't seen you. All right. It was a lovely session. It was a very fruitful session, and we do hope to see both of you again in the next session. Thank you very much. We do hope to
Okay,
see
thank
you.
you everyone.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.